Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Kirsch, and I'm the Director of International Relations and Partnerships here at UCLA Extension. And I'm so excited to take you through some of our offerings for international students and to introduce you to UCLA. When students talk about the UCLA experience, one of the very first things that they talk about is the university's location. From the warm, sunny beaches to city attractions and even picturesque mountain views, California really offers a variety of stunning scenes and experiences for our students, which is why some of them call it their vacation paradise away from home. California is home to 35 million people, and our economy is almost $2 trillion, which makes us the fifth largest economy in the world if we were a country. It's a big state from north to south, 1,200 kilometers long. From east to west, it's more than 400 kilometers wide. Our highest peak is over 4,000 meters, and our lowest is minus 86. As you can see, our geography is very diverse. We have 8 of the nation's 50 most populated cities within our borders, but you can also fall in love with the rural countryside and redwood forests. Cultural activities abound. There's art museums, theater, music, restaurants, shopping, nightlife, wineries. California really has something for everyone. If you love outdoors and adventure, there are beaches, surfing, golfing, hiking, national and state parks, skiing, spas, theme parks, and zoos. We're also home to innovation and creativity. Maybe you've heard of Silicon Valley, revolutionary tech companies like Apple, Tesla, or Google, or maybe our thriving film industry and companies like Pixar, DreamWorks, and Lucasfilms. Next, let's take a look at life in Los Angeles. LA is a city of contrasts with beautiful beaches, mountains, desert landscapes, the hustle and bustle of business districts, and even the small town feel of peaceful neighborhoods and quiet streets. Angelenos comprise a diverse, multi-ethnic population representing people from 240 countries, speaking 224 distinct languages. We're lucky enough to have 229 sunny or partially sunny days in a year. Our average high is 24 and our average low is 13. We're home to more than 100 museums, over 200 theaters, 8,000 restaurants, and 16 of the world's most beautiful gardens. Every weekend, there's something to do and see. So, where are we located? UCLA is located in Westwood Village, a vibrant, unique community in West Los Angeles. Westwood Village is one of the best neighborhoods in LA. It's bordered by Beverly Hills to the east and Century City to the southeast. It's just south of UCLA, so it really has a feel of a college town. Los Angeles might not have the reputation as the most walkable city, but Westwood is really walkable and easily accessible by bike. There's tons of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks. On the weekends, Angelenos from all across Los Angeles come to enjoy the shopping, entertainment, and restaurants offered in Westwood. On a typical day, you'll see students studying at local cafes, heading to class, and locals eating and drinking. My favorite foodie destination in Los Angeles has to be the downtown area, or maybe the Silver Lake area, which is kind of East Los Angeles, but Westwood is right up there. Along Westwood Boulevard, you'll find brunch spots, breweries, restaurants, coffee shops, and specialty food stores. Some of the must visits are Mary and Rob's Westwood Cafe, which started out as a soda counter in the 1950s, and now is a really homey, cozy family style coffee shop. And there's also Diddy Reese Cookies, which is a neighborhood obsession that's been around for over 35 years. We actually send our students there during the orientation scavenger hunt for one of their famous ice cream sandwich cookies. And Espresso Perfetta is a great one for fancy coffee drinks in a nice outdoor patio. In the quieter parts of Westwood, it's kind of like living in a little suburb, but instead of being an hour away from anything fun to do, like some suburbs in the United States, you're only about 5 to 10 minutes away. So you get the advantage of having everything LA has to offer all around you without all of that craziness, because you get to come back to Westwood where it's a little calmer. Westwood Village is also home to some of LA's best art museums, including the Hammer Museum, where admission is free for our UCLA Extension students. That hosts everything from Monet to modern art, film screenings, meditation classes, art talks, and more. The Geffen Playhouse is also located in Westwood, which is great if you're into a little theater and culture. They frequently showcase Tony, Emmy, and Oscar-winning talent and host an eclectic mix of touring and original productions. The Fox Theater is the iconic white tower that you see in many of the photos of Westwood. It's a historic landmark cinema, and you can catch like Hollywood blockbusters there. Students get a discount. The campus is only 20 minutes from the Pacific Ocean. It's near popular areas that you probably heard of, like Santa Monica, Malibu Beach, and Venice Beach. And it's also conveniently near the LA airport. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the iconic Beverly Hills, Bel Air, and Hollywood. So next, let's learn a little bit more about UCLA. UCLA is a vital part of one of the world's most dynamic cities and a crossroads of ideas, cultures, and limitless experiences and opportunities. At UCLA, you'll discover people from every walk of life and activities really to suit every interest. There's always something extraordinary going on. We have over 1,000 student clubs and organizations. On campus, you'll find film screenings, coffee house concerts, art exhibits, comedy nights, sporting events, networking, and an amazing array of cultures, backgrounds, and passions. You can really easily find your niche depending on what you're interested in. The campus is vibrant and has the feel of a traditional US college campus with historic buildings, students and faculty from all around the world, and incredible opportunities you can take advantage of. After a day of studying, you can cheer on the UCLA Bruins at one of the many athletic events. UCLA leads the US and National Collegiate Athletic Association awards, so our motto is not surprising: UCLA champions made here. We also have a very popular sports team, our basketball, volleyball, and gymnastic teams, to name a few. Students can stop by and watch all of the sporting events and games while on campus. As a student with UCLA Extension, you also have access to intramural sports, including basketball, dodgeball, ultimate frisbee, volleyball, and others. You also get access to the UCLA recreation facilities, including the Los Angeles Tennis Center, which has 8 lighted tennis courts, the Sunset Canyon Recreation Center that has a big Olympic-sized swimming pool, as well as picnic and barbecue areas, the John Wooden Recreation and Sports Center that has a more of a traditional fitness center with racquetball, basketball, and rock climbing, and even the Marina Aquatic Center for sailing, windsurfing, paddleboard, and kayaking located on the Pacific Ocean. You can even get a group of friends together and rent a sailboat. So I'm guessing that most of you have heard of UCLA. We're proud to be one of the top-ranked public universities in the world, and we're the largest of the 10 campuses in the UC system. UCLA performs well in all of the national and international rankings of public and private universities, including the most widely known list published by US News and World Report, where we're the #1 public university and ranked 20th among all national universities. We have award-winning professors who take great pride in research and in teaching. In fact, we've had 15 Nobel laureates, 13 MacArthur Fellows, 9 National Medal of Science winners, and 3 Pulitzer Prize winners, among other prestigious awards. So what is UCLA Extension? UCLA Extension is a unit of the main campus which serves non-degree and visiting students. So at UCLA, there are kind of 3 main divisions: undergraduate, that offers full bachelor's degrees; graduate, offering master's and PhD degrees; and extension, where all of our visiting students come who are not enrolled in a full degree program at the UCLA main campus. We also offer certificate programs, which are short professional certificates. We focus on professional development and high quality teaching and learning. And we've also been around for more than 100 years. We're actually 2 years older than campus. We run a series of programs for people who want to advance their careers, get a promotion at their current job, stay up to date with industry trends in their profession, maybe change career directions, take credit-bearing classes and transfer them to a degree program in the US or somewhere else in Germany, and learn for personal fulfillment and enjoyment. As you can see, there are several reasons students join UCLA Extension, and we welcome everyone with their own personal goals to our program. UCLA Extension courses and programs are sometimes taught by campus faculty, but they're mostly taught by working professionals in the industry. Courses themselves focus on building practical skill sets for the real world, the skills that you need to get a job in a specific area of study. For our credit-bearing classes, all of the courses, syllabi, and instructors must be approved by the academic department at the UCLA campus, so they are equally as rigorous as on-campus classes. Next, let's learn about the Study Abroad at UCLA program. The Study Abroad at UCLA program is designed for international students who are currently enrolled in a bachelor's degree program in their home country, free movers, or those on a gap year looking to expand their horizon, or even students who just want to spend a short period of time at UCLA. You can earn academic credit that you can transfer to your university, enroll in UCLA undergraduate daytime and UCLA Extension evening courses, and study side by side with US students, working professionals, and other international students. The courses aren't just for international students. You're going to get exposed to people from all around California, the US, and the world in your classes. In order to meet international student visa requirements, students must enroll in a minimum of 12 units of UCLA and or UCLA Extension credit. That's about 3 classes each quarter. UCLA and UCLA Extension operate on the quarter system with 4 11-week sessions per year. Fall starting in September, winter starting in January, spring starting usually end of March, early April, and summer that starts in June. Study Abroad at UCLA offers UCLA Extension courses all 4 quarters and UCLA courses only in fall, winter, and spring. If you want to enroll in fall, winter, or spring courses, you must select undergraduate courses offered by select UCLA colleges. Course offerings include a wide variety of courses in humanities, life sciences, physical sciences, and social sciences. You can take classes from the College of Letters and Sciences, School of Arts and Architecture, School of Education, Information Studies, School of Management, School of Music, and School of Public Affairs, as long as they meet prerequisites and restrictions. So you do have to meet all requirements by the faculty that are teaching the class and by the department. The UCLA courses do not include graduate level courses or courses offered by UCLA professional schools like the Anderson School of Management, School of Engineering, or School of Law. The UCLA Extension courses offers undergraduate and post-baccalaureate courses taught by industry experts, provides the opportunity to study with working professionals and international students. These courses focus on practical applications and really hands-on experience and include a really wide variety of fields like business, accounting, marketing, project management, interior design, cinematography, and more. There's some course information. So extension courses labeled XL1 to XL199 are exactly the same as undergraduate classes offered by UCLA, and they're transferable by unit credit. So any course you see that's labeled XL, we took a UCLA course and we're offering it at Extension. Any course labeled X1 to X199 is essentially the same as a UCLA course, but might have slightly different subject matter offered at Extension. And then the courses labeled X400 to 499 are our post-baccalaureate credit-bearing courses in professional fields that are designed to the standards used in professional level degree programs. These classes are typically in our certificate programs. All of these can be transferable. It's always up to the home institution. So you want to work with your home university if you're currently enrolled in a degree program outside of the US in order to determine if these courses will transfer back to meet requirements. Students typically take 3 classes each quarter. So this lays out students may be taking only UCLA classes in the communications area. The second line is students taking UCLA Extension courses in marketing. And then the bottom one is kind of a combination. There's some communication classes, journalism class offered through Extension, and another sociology of mass communication offered through Extension. So you have a lot of flexibility in how you arrange your schedule, and we are here to support you. I'll talk about that next, the support services we offer for international students. At the beginning of each quarter, We give a really detailed orientation and explanations about anything to do with academic, administrative, and student visa issues. We help identify housing for you. We will not find it for you, but we have lots of resources on our website. We share information about transportation, about getting around campus and Los Angeles. We give you information about your health insurance, and we provide detailed information about other activities and organizations and student services that you can access on campus. Our orientation week includes all of that, so it gets really into detail on how you can maintain your student visa status, but then we also do tons of fun things too. We do a scavenger hunt to that famous cookie sandwich place that I mentioned, so you're going to be ahead of the game if you remember. We send you off to find Marilyn Monroe's grave, which is in a cemetery nearby campus. We end with a pizza party. We do a beach visit depending on the weather. Last time we did a tour of Venice Beach, and we kind of show you everything that you've seen in movies, but up close and personal. Our wonderful study abroad advisors will take you out on public transport so you can kind of understand how to use the bus system. Sometimes we take you up to the Hollywood sign so you can do a hike, get all your selfies by the Hollywood sign. And then every quarter, we also do activities, paddleboarding out on the Pacific Ocean out of Marina del Rey, basketball in the spring. Sometimes we get groups together to go see sports. So we really try to do a lot to help you integrate with the other international students and the other UCLA students. But often our students, like I said earlier, there's so much to do. They'll find their niche and make friends, and then you'll be off and running. But we are always here to support you. International students typically live off campus, usually in privately owned residence halls, homestays, or furnished apartments. Off-campus non-UCLA housing is available year-round, and students make reservations directly with the housing providers. We do not manage any of the off-campus non-UCLA housing facilities, but we have some great information on our website, and all arrangements will be made directly with you and with the housing provider. But we do provide a list of websites, email addresses, and contact information for international students to reach out. Students typically live in Westwood. That was the neighborhood I was introducing to you earlier. Typically don't have a car, and they usually make use of public transportation and Uber. All right, let's talk briefly about application requirements. Students must be 18 years or older to attend the program. We require proof of completion of high school or secondary school, and we will look at your GPA, your grades in university if you're currently enrolled in university. If you just want to take UCLA Extension classes, then we require a 2.5 GPA. We have conversion on our website, so you can convert your grades into the US GPA standard. We require a 3.0 for UCLA main campus. The classes are a bit more rigorous. The program prerequisites vary class by class, so it depends on what department you are in, what area of study, and its space available. So the requirements for concurrent enrollment, so for enrolling in courses at the UCLA main campus, they do change quarter to quarter, department by department, and class by class. We'll give you some comprehensive resources, but just be prepared to have some backups in case you can't get into your first choices. Our English language requirements vary, again, depending on what you're interested in. We accept TOEFL, IELTS, ITEP, or Duolingo, among many other English proficiency tests at UCLA Extension. For UCLA main campus, they have a bit more stringent requirements, higher scores on all of those different tests. Our deadlines are as follows. So as I mentioned, we're on the quarter system. Our fall quarter is 3 months running September to December, winter, January through March, spring, March through June, and summer, June through September. The deadlines are typically about a month, 1 or 2 months ahead of the quarter start date, but we always recommend applying early to make sure you get all, your visa and everything settled. And that's it for me. You have your wonderful contacts at College Contact that will help you through the entire application process, any questions you have, and then I am always here, and so is my entire team. We are here to help if you have any questions or want to get connected to an alumni. If you have really specific questions, we are more than happy to help, and we're so excited to welcome you to Los Angeles.
All right, thank you so much, Emily. Yeah, let's open it up for questions. So this one is in German. I'm going to translate, but how much were the tuition fees again for 1 quarter?
Yeah, 1 quarter is typically around 6,500 US. And that's if you're taking extension courses. The UCLA main campus courses are a bit more expensive. So it kind of depends on how many main campus classes that you are successful getting into.
Right.
So that's the typical fees. That includes your health insurance, the tuition, access to all of the activities on campus, recreation center, the ID card, the quarterly activities, all of the support from our office. But it can vary just a little bit depending on if you take all extension classes or if you're electing to try to get into some of those main campus classes, then the cost will go up.
Hmm. I think that pretty much also, I believe, answers the second question that came in the chat box. I don't know if you saw it, Emily, but yeah.
Yeah. So the question is it possible to take main campus courses at UCLA as an international student? So as I mentioned before, it is. There are many restrictions on it. So it varies department by department and class by class. If there's space available in the classes, the first one, right? There has to be a seat available in the class because the classes at UCLA main campus are mostly, they're designed for degree seeking students at UCLA, right? So it's for students enrolled at a bachelor's degree at UCLA. If there's space available, sometimes international students can attend. They must meet all prerequisites. So if it's a class in a specific area that has required you to do some foundational coursework before attending that class, you'll need to demonstrate proof that you've taken that foundational coursework and passed it successfully. That could be syllabi, it could be textbook contents, could be essays. So we just advise you to prepare everything you might need in order to take that class. It's also subject to instructor approval, and some are subject to departmental approval. So there are some hoops to jump through. It takes some time. Usually courses can't be confirmed until the third week of class. So you have to just be willing to go with the flow and have a backup plan. We will require you to be enrolled in extension classes as a backup, just in case you can't get your concurrent enrollment class at UCLA, but we'll also help you through the process.
Perfect. And then there have been two more in the Q&A box.
Wonderful. And then there was a question also just in the chat about a class in management. Do you want me to take that one first?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, I
Sure.
didn't see that one. Yeah, thank you.
So yes, you're correct. Economics classes are not available, but you can take classes at Extension we have a very, very robust business management, accounting, finance, leadership, human resources. We have tons of classes in those areas, and that's really what we excel in because they're taught by working professionals that run companies they're imparting the actual information you need in order to go into those fields. So that you would take those classes at UCLA Extension. And then the two questions in the Q&A, yeah? So the first one, is it necessary to finish all of the intended courses for the semester in Germany before you can apply? So this would depend on your home institution. And tell me if this is your understanding as well, right?
Right.
You would want to work with your institution to determine what requirements you need to complete before spending some time abroad. You'd also want to work with them to determine the transferability of the courses that you would take at UCLA Extension. Great. And then the next one is it advisable to have an international driver's license? I don't know this answer. I think that it is probably a good idea. I know I've looked into this when I've traveled before and rented a car. I think it depends on like how long you're staying in an area. I don't think it's necessarily required to rent a car in the US, but you would just want to maybe do a little Googling around that. You can get a driver's license. It's kind of a process. You have to apply for a social security card and then get the driver's license. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's certainly possible. It is very much a driving city, so it can be helpful to have a car while you're down there, but it just kind of depends on your situation. Also where you live. If you're living kind of in Westwood, it can be really walkable. You can take Uber to other areas or take public transport, but it kind of depends on, you know, your personal situation if you decide you want to go with a car.
Right. Okay, let's see. Are there any further questions at this point? No, I think we're good, and we are right on time. So thanks
That's how we
again,
like to do
Emily.
it, right?
Exactly. Thanks so much for coming on and yeah, getting up early for us. And yeah,
Oh, so happy to. And thank you everybody for tuning in. And thank you everyone at College Contact for helping as well.
perfect. All right. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.